Why does a woman who was once deeply into you suddenly start acting distant? One day she's excited to see you and the next, she's indifferent. Most men assume she just changed, but the truth is, something changed in you. Let's be real. She didn't just lose interest. You made her lose interest. Women don't randomly wake up one day and decide they're over you. No, something shifted. And chances are, that shift started with you. Maybe you stopped being the man she was drawn to in the first place. Maybe you got too comfortable, started acting needy, or became predictable and boring. And if that's the case, I need you to hear this. Attraction is not permanent. It must be maintained, fueled, and re-triggered, because if you don't, it will fade. Now, most men react completely wrong when this happens. They panic, they chase, they overtext, ask too many questions, try too hard to prove their worth. But guess what? That only pushes her further away. Desperation is a repellent. And right now, you need to do the opposite of what your instincts are telling you. Here's the truth. A woman's attraction for you is based on how she feels when she's around you. If she once saw you as confident, exciting, and in control, but now sees you as insecure, dull, or too available, then of course her interest is going to fade. But don't panic. This isn't the end. Attraction can be revived, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. See, most guys think the solution is to convince her to like them again. Wrong. You don't convince attraction, you trigger it. And once you understand how to flip that switch, she'll start seeing you differently, almost instantly. That's exactly what we're about to cover. I'm going to break down step by step how to reawaken her attraction, shift the power dynamic back in your favor, and make her start chasing you. No more desperate moves, no more overthinking, and definitely no more wasting time trying to talk her back into liking you. You're about to learn what really makes a woman want you again. And trust me, it's not what you think. Let's get into it. 1. Stop chasing. She's not special. She's not the prize. You are. The moment you act like she's the center of your universe, she will look at you as if you're beneath her. Attraction doesn't work the way most men think it does. Women don't want a man who begs for their attention. They want a man they have to work for. And if she lost interest, it's because you made things too easy for her. You probably started off strong, confident, independent, focused on your own life. That's what drew her in. But somewhere along the way, you got comfortable. You started chasing. You gave her all your time and energy. And slowly, she started feeling like she had too much of you. That's when her attraction faded. Women don't pull away from men who are in control of their lives. They pull away from men who make them the most important thing in their world. Let's be clear. This isn't about playing games or acting cold. It's about understanding that you should never value her more than she values you. If she feels like she has you no matter what, she won't work to keep you. And if she doesn't have to work for you, she won't want you. It's human nature. A guy meets a woman and she's instantly into him. She's texting first, asking to see him, making plans. But after a few weeks, she starts pulling away. She takes longer to reply. She cancels plans. He feels it, and instead of staying calm, he panics. He texts her more. He asks if something is wrong. He tries to fix things, and just like that, her attraction dies. Now, imagine he did the opposite. Instead of chasing, he pulls back. He stops texting first. He focuses on his life. He goes to the gym, spends time with friends, works on his goals. Suddenly, she's the one wondering why he isn't chasing. And just like that, she starts feeling that pull toward him again. If she lost interest, your best move is to do nothing. Let her wonder. Let her feel your absence. If she comes back, great. If not, then she was never yours to begin with. Either way, you win. Because a man who values himself never begs to be chosen. 2. Your attention was the problem. Women don't lose interest for no reason. If she pulled away, it's because something changed in the way she felt about you. And more often than not, that change happened because you smothered her with attention. Most men make the mistake of thinking that giving a woman constant attention will make her feel more connected. They text her all day, reply instantly, check in on her feelings, and always make themselves available. It feels like the right thing to do, but in reality, it's killing her attraction. Women don't want a man who gives them unlimited access to his time. They want a man who makes them earn it. The truth is, attention is only valuable when it's scarce. If you're giving her all your time, she won't appreciate it. She'll start to take you for granted. She'll stop feeling excited to hear from you. And eventually, she'll start looking elsewhere for that spark of uncertainty that makes attraction exciting. A man meets a woman, and they hit it off. She's excited. She texts first. She wants to see him. But instead of keeping his life balanced, he drops everything for her. He texts her all day, responds instantly, and makes it clear that she's his number one priority. At first, she enjoys the attention, but slowly, she starts feeling too secure. There's no mystery, no challenge, no excitement, and that's when her interest starts to fade. Now, imagine he did the opposite. Instead of overwhelming her with attention, he stays focused on his own life. He takes his time responding to messages. He keeps himself busy with his goals, his passions, and his own growth. When they spend time together, it's quality time. But outside of that, she doesn't have constant access to him. Suddenly, she starts wondering what he's up to. She starts thinking about him more. She starts craving his attention, because now it actually means something. If she lost interest, it's because you gave her too much of something she didn't have to earn. The fix? Pull back. Let her feel what it's like not to have your attention 24/7. Let her miss you. If she truly values you, she'll start chasing you. And if she doesn't, then she never truly wanted you in the first place. 3. Silence triggers attraction. You ever notice how the moment you stop texting someone, they suddenly start wondering about you? That's because silence creates space for attraction to grow. The less available you are, the more valuable you become. But most guys don't understand this. They panic when a woman pulls away, and their first instinct is to chase. Big mistake. See, when you keep reaching out, what you're really doing is reminding her that she has you, and if she already knows she has you, where's the excitement? Where's the mystery? Women are drawn to men who leave them wanting more. If she's not feeling that, her attraction fades. Simple as that. Think about it. Have you ever been super into a woman and then suddenly she stops responding as much? What happens? You start thinking about her more. You wonder what she's doing. You feel that urge to check in. That's attraction at work. It thrives on uncertainty. But here's the catch. This works on her too. When you go silent, you trigger that same feeling in her. Most men kill attraction because they can't handle silence. The moment she gets distant, they start over-texting, asking what's wrong, trying to fix something that isn't broken. But what they don't realize is that her pulling away is often not even about them. Sometimes she's just busy. Sometimes she's testing you. And sometimes she just wants to see if you're the kind of man who stays in control no matter what. The second you start acting needy, she sees it. And once she sees you as needy, the attraction starts slipping away. That's why silence is powerful. It keeps you in control. It shows that you're not fazed by her distance, that you have options, that you are completely fine with or without her. And trust me, nothing makes a woman think about you more than the idea that you don't need her. When you stay silent, you give her the space to feel your absence. You give her a reason to wonder, to miss you, to question if she might be losing you. And the moment she starts feeling that, the attraction starts creeping back in. So if she's pulling away, your best move is simple. Do nothing. Let her wonder. Let her come to you. The man who understands this will always have the upper hand, because women chase what they can't have, not what's constantly in their face. 4. Rebuild mystery. You're too predictable. If she lost interest, there's a good chance you became boring. Yeah, I said it. Most men don't realize this, but the reason a woman starts pulling away isn't always because she's met someone else or because she just changed. is because you changed. You stopped being the man she was drawn to in the first place. Let's be honest. When you first started talking to her, you had a little mystery to you. You weren't always available. You had your own life going on. She didn't know everything about you, and that kept her curious. But somewhere along the way, you got too comfortable. You started sharing too much, texting her all the time, and making yourself too predictable. And once a woman has you completely figured out, the excitement dies. Wake up. Women don't fantasize about men they understand perfectly. They fantasize about men who keep them on their toes. If she always knows what you're doing, if she can predict every response before you even say it, where's the intrigue? Where's the thrill? Attraction isn't just about looks or confidence. It's about keeping her emotionally engaged. The problem with most guys is that they forget to maintain the edge that made them attractive in the first place. They settle into routines, they over-explain themselves, they try too hard to be good guys. But being a good guy doesn't mean being a boring guy. Women don't sit around fantasizing about a man who texts, "Good morning," at the same time every day and asks, "How was your day?" every night. They think about the guy who leaves them wondering. The guy they want to hear from, but can't always predict when he'll show up. So here's the advice. Stop being so damn predictable. Stop oversharing. Stop making yourself an open book. Get back to the man you were before you got comfortable. The man who had his own priorities, who didn't explain his every move, who left her wanting more instead of giving her everything up front. If she lost interest, she doesn't need more effort from you. She needs less access to you. That's how you bring the spark back. Because the moment she feels like she's figured you out, she'll stop trying to chase the mystery that once made her so drawn to you in the first place. 5. Level up or stay forgotten. Women don't just lose interest, they outgrow men. And if she pulled away, it might be because you stayed the same while she kept evolving. If you stop growing, stop improving, and stop challenging yourself, she's not going to stick around out of loyalty. Attraction doesn't work that way. Women don't stay interested in a man just because he was great once. They stay interested because he keeps becoming better. Let's be real. A lot of guys get comfortable too fast. They get into a relationship and think, "All right, I've got her now, I can relax." They stop hitting the gym, stop chasing their goals, stop being the man she was originally attracted to. And then they wonder why she's losing interest. It's simple. She signed up for a man who was growing, not a man who got her and then hit cruise control. Attraction is tied to admiration. If a woman stops admiring you, she stops wanting you. If she doesn't see you as someone who's going places, why would she feel excited to be by your side? She's not looking for a guy who just exists. She's looking for a guy who makes her feel like she's winning by being with him. And if you're stagnant, there's nothing for her to admire. Look around. The most attractive men aren't sitting around waiting for women to approve of them. They're focused on their mission, on building, on pushing themselves further. They don't let a woman become their purpose. They already have one. And that's what makes them magnetic. Women respect men who keep evolving, who stay disciplined, who never settle for mediocrity. If she lost interest, take a hard look at yourself. Have you been leveling up or have you been coasting? Are you becoming a stronger, sharper, more powerful version of yourself? Or are you just existing? The fastest way to make a woman rethink her decision to pull away is to show her what she walked away from. Get in the gym, fix your finances, upgrade your mindset. Make your life so solid that she has no choice but to notice. Because here's the truth. Women don't forget men who are winning. If you level up, you won't have to chase her. She'll either come back on her own, or you'll be so far ahead that you won't even care. 6. She wants to miss you. Women don't lose interest because they stop liking you. They lose interest because they stop feeling you. If she never gets the chance to miss you, if she never has time to wonder where you are, if she always knows that you're just one text away, then how is she supposed to feel anything? Most guys don't get this. The second a woman pulls away, they panic. They send double texts, they ask if something's wrong, they try to fix the situation. But the truth is, she's not looking for you to fix anything. she's looking to feel something again. And that won't happen if you're constantly there, waiting for her to show you attention. Think about the times when you've wanted someone the most. It wasn't when they were always available, was it? It was when they left some space, when you weren't sure if they were thinking about you, when you felt the need to hear from them. That's what creates desire. That's what keeps attraction alive. But too many men suffocate attraction by never allowing any distance. They confuse effort with effectiveness. They think that if they just show her more love, more attention, more availability, she'll come running back. But in reality, that kills the spark. If she's losing interest, your best move is to do nothing. Stop texting first. Stop checking in. Stop always being the one to initiate. Let her mind go there. Let her have the space to question if she made the right choice, to feel what life is like without you in it. And if she starts missing you, trust me, she will come back with more interest than before. The problem is, most guys are too afraid to step back. They think that if they stop trying, she'll forget about them. But here's the truth. Women don't forget men who made them feel something. If you were truly a presence in her life, if you left an impact, she will notice your absence. So let her. Let her sit with the silence. Let her start wondering why you're not chasing anymore. Let her experience the feeling of missing you, because if she never has the chance to miss you, she'll never feel the desire to get you back. 7. Reignite desire by ignoring her. Most men have this one bad habit that kills attraction faster than anything. They refuse to walk away. The moment a woman starts pulling back, they panic. They start over-texting, over-calling, and over-explaining themselves. They think if they just remind her how much they care, she'll magically regain interest. But that's not how attraction works. Let's be brutally honest here. If she lost interest, it's because something about you became less appealing. Maybe you got too comfortable, too predictable, or too desperate for her attention. And instead of fixing yourself, you started chasing harder, thinking effort equals attraction. But effort without value is worthless. Women don't fall for men who beg for their presence. They fall for men who make them feel like their presence is earned. Here's where most guys mess up. They refuse to step back. They think that ignoring a woman means playing games. But it's not a game. It's about showing self-respect. When a woman loses interest, the worst thing you can do is reward her behavior by giving her more attention. That only tells her one thing. You have no backbone. If she's acting distant, let her. If she's not making an effort, stop making an effort. If she's not responding to your energy, pull yours away. You're not supposed to convince her to like you. That's not how attraction works. You become attractive by showing that you're completely fine with or without her. And this is where a lot of men need to wake up. Stop treating women like your world revolves around them. If she's not giving you what you want, you walk away. Not in anger, not in some dramatic, emotional way, just in a calm, controlled, self-respecting manner. You don't need to announce it. You don't need to explain yourself. You just stop giving energy to someone who doesn't value it. Because here's the truth. Women respect men who respect themselves. If she's used to you chasing, your silence will shock her. And when she realizes that you're no longer waiting around for her approval, that's when her interest reignites. But if you keep chasing, begging, and proving your worth, she'll only pull further away. The choice is yours. Stay in the cycle of desperation, or break free and remind her who she's losing. Here's the cold truth. She was never really yours. It was just your turn. And the moment you started acting like she was the prize instead of you, you lost. Women don't just lose interest randomly. They lose interest when a man stops being the reason they feel something. And most guys don't even realize they're the ones pushing her away. They chase too much. They overinvest. They become too predictable. And when she pulls back, they panic instead of stepping up. But here's the reality. Attraction isn't about convincing her to stay. It's about becoming the man she doesn't want to lose. So if she lost interest, don't waste another second begging for it back. Instead, level up so hard that she regrets ever pulling away. Stop giving energy to women who don't value it. Stop making excuses for why she's acting distant. Focus on yourself. Build the kind of life where she either chases you or you don't even care that she's gone. That's real power. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a woman lose interest in you? How did you handle it? Drop a comment below. I'll be reading them and reaching out to some of you personally. Let's build a community of men who actually get it. And remember, if you have to chase her, she's not worth catching.